Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Welcome to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're here for round 11 of 36 here for the Outlaws Sim Series Bandit Grand National Cars. Take 2, the Magic Mile. We race for some lobster in Loudon, New Hampshire. Just over 1 mile, this track opened up in the late 90s. And they called it the Magic Mile. And you know what? After all this research I've done, I could not find a reason why. But it's the Magic Mile because I am saying that there's a lot of magic that happens here when there comes a lot of different types of passes. It comes via strategy, it comes via tires, it comes through bump and runs. It is a single lane racetrack that can produce a lot of intense restarts, a lot of intense racing. Oh, by the way, there's also multiple layouts of this track. You can see on the left side of your screen, there's a road course out there, and it goes even into this oval. So many different layouts here. What a wonderful facility up here in New England. And, I mean, again, just wonderful, wonderful facility. And tonight, we're starting, of course, the broadcast 30 minutes before the race, as we usually do. And that, of course, is for our Laps for Charity event, which today's charity is the Dr. Susan Love Foundation for Breast Cancer Awareness. If you wish to donate to that charity, make sure you go to our Facebook page, which is the Outlaws Sim Series on Facebook. That link will actually be on your screen shortly later on in the broadcast. And, of course, we're keeping it with the breast cancer awareness theme in October. Some drivers also sporting some nice pink liveries tonight. It's going to be a fun night tonight. That being said, I guess we are in practice, so let's get to that. New graphics tonight. Nice little NASCAR style ticker is going to be at the top of your screen there. Outlaw Sim Series here at New Hampshire. Now look at the top of the practice charts, and they'll be rolling across the top of your screen. That being said, we also have some business to do. We got to talk to some of these drivers tonight. Excuse me. And first and foremost, we're going to be talking to one of the home track drivers tonight, and it's going to be driver of the 56 car, Adam Gardner. He's from around here. This is your home track, huh?
Yeah, sure is.
So, this is your home track. You've been here several times. What has this track meant to you over the years that you've been here?
I've always enjoyed coming here to watch races. One thing I can say is definitely probably most noticeable is there is a lot more banking in person than it looks like on TV. So that was kind of cool to see. I've been on the track walking it a few times, and looking forward to seeing what can come out of tonight.
So tonight, one of the home track drivers, do you think you can bring a little more performance with that? You think there's a little bit added boost to perform? You think there's speed, now that you understand this track from in person, and of course iRacing takes an actual scan of the racetrack? Any of that going to play a benefit into tonight?
I hope so. Flat tracks have typically been one of my weaker points, but at the same time, it's my home track. I'm putting a little bit extra effort into it, but a lot can happen, so hopefully just right things happen at the right time.
Of course, we looked at the season. It has not been the ideal season, of course, when we were out of a race controller, and we needed a race controller. You ended up doing that in the early part of the season, so you didn't get the points you probably would have attained in those races. So putting that aside, how would you rate the races that you have ran, and putting them together as a season? How would you rate your season so far?
It started off kind of rough. It was a little bit behind the 8 ball once you could start focusing on just being in the car. But last couple of weeks have been pretty good, decent. Got a top 5 a couple weeks ago. Held on for a top 10, I think it was last week. So it's a matter of not giving up, putting in the effort.
Right on. So looking at the schedule, this is New Hampshire, and then I think we really get into some nice short tracks. Are short tracks kind of your thing on iRacing, or would you prefer other tracks?
Personally, I like the big tracks. Um,
I
I've
forgot
always
about
kind of
Legacy
liked
Michigan. Yeah.
those better, but short tracks at the same time can be their fun in their own way. Surprised how much I like Martinsville on here. I used to hate it over on the console side, but I really enjoy how that one runs, and looking forward to Nashville. That should be an exciting addition.
Most definitely. So, what's the goal tonight? We've already hyped up the home track part of it, but now as a realistic goal for this 56 car, what is it that you want to leave this track? Or what would you do tonight that would make you leave this track happy?
Um, Honestly, just keeping the momentum going the way it has been the last couple of weeks. I think top 10 I'd be happy with. This is some pretty stiff competition in here. And I think if I was to get a top 10, especially with it being a flat track, I'd be very pleased.
Right on. You got anything else in the tank on these practice boards right now? I think you are scored 19th.
Just kind of working on the long run type rhythm. It's tracked, it falls off pretty quick here, so I think the one lap time is one thing, but it is going to be how you take care of your car, because typically races can go pretty green here.
Right. What are you expecting this to be a green flag race, or you gonna expect it maybe to be similar to some of our console league races at this track, where there's action all over the place and a few more cautions than normal?
To be perfectly honest, the way the season's gone so far, I would not be surprised to see it be a mostly green race.
All right, so we'll peel back the curtain a little bit on the driver's side, and we'll talk about the owner's side, the owner of the Outlaw Sim series here. It's been a great thing that has arisen from console and coming up big here on iRacing. Wow, after these first 10 races complete, as we're on race 11, how would you say that this season's gone so far? And is this what you expected, better than expected, or
Oh,
what do
it's
you think?
definitely been better than expected. I figured some of the guys would be coming over from console pretty quickly. I did not expect just about everybody to make the transition as quick as they did, which was really a nice surprise from an owner's perspective. We're going to be continuing our what we've done the last couple of years with the champion at the end of the season getting a die cast of their car. Last year's champion should be getting his here shortly. There's went with the same custom builder again, and just really happy with Dean. All the guys that had been running in console, the guys that had left console to come over here, coming back once we made the switch over, and then the new guys that have come over. It's really been nice. I think we got ourselves a good core group of guys here, and looking forward to seeing what comes of it.
Right on. Well, we will let you get to it as a league owner and a partial race controller and also a driver on the track in his home track race. Adam Gardner, driver to number 56, wishing you the best tonight.
Thank you, and gonna try to put a good show on, and definitely appreciate everything you do up there on top. I've actually talked to my wife about it quite a bit, and I think one of the best things that has been the fact that you were able to come over with us. And this has been your baby, and you do an awesome job with it, and it really makes me proud seeing how far you've come along with it as well.
That means the world to me because this has been an absolute blast to do every week. Gives me something to look forward to every week, and as he said, it's my child, and I've treated it as such. But
Yeah,
all right.
definitely appreciate all the work you put in on it.
Thank you. All right, well, we will let you get to it here, and got a couple more interviews to hit up. So yeah, we will. Hopefully, we're talking to you on the first side of it.
Sounds good, and yeah, hopefully you have a good, nice, solid, clean race tonight, and just bring her home in one piece.
Right on. And that was Adam Gardner, driver of the number 56. We got another interview lined up here, and it's driver of the number 75. Right? Yeah, 75. Yeah. Andrew Pratt. Would you count this as your home track? I mean, iRacing lists you as in New England, so.
I think I would have to Emerson. It's the closest one, and then I'd say the next closest would be Watkins Glen, but I'm only about 2.5 hours from Manchester.
So, have you been to this track at a lot or at all?
A handful of times. 2017, Schluter, the company that supplies us with all our tiling backer boards and just equipment that we need to set tile. They sent me there in 2017, and I got to sit on the pit box there when BK Racing was still a thing.
Ah.
Yeah, because Schluter sponsors them, or did, and they did sponsor Corey LaJoy. I'm not sure if they still do, but yeah.
Well, that being said, I was gonna ask you what memories do you have of this track, but I think that's a great one. If you have any others, feel free to share.
Uh, One of my memories, it's maybe not a great one, but it's definitely a memory, is my family and I, in 2001, terror attacks happened. New Hampshire was the next race, but they actually postponed it, and they moved it to the very end of the season in November, and it was the one time our whole family got to go together. So that's a fond memory I have.
I think that's
And
oh, go for it.
yeah, and trying to remember one of the races I went to, Jeff Burton led every single lap. I think that was in 2000. That's another memory. That's when they put their restrictor plates on them, because that was the year Adam Petty died, I do believe, in turn 4.
I believe you are correct with that. With that being said, you've been to this track in person. Any advantage that comes from that, being that iRacing, takes a direct laser scan of the surface? Anything you can maybe, I don't know, detail a little bit better, having seen it in person?
Um, well, sitting on the pit box isn't exactly the greatest vantage point to watch a race, but when I sat in the stands, you could kind of see where they ended up running. But the grooves change here year to year with the different packages and whether or not they put the traction compound down. So kind of got to go by what iRacing gives you, which is not a lot of grip, Emerson. Not a lot of grip.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're looking for a little more turn on entry. It's tight on entry, but then once you got the wheel crank, it really wants to snap loose on you on exit. So it's kind of a tricky one, to be honest.
Well, that being said, what would you leave today's race, this track, being happy with? What is the goal for the 75 car tonight? You are currently 12th in practice, and you're up there in the playoff standings. So what would be a good result?
Oh, just to keep all the fenders on it tonight. We don't have any fast repairs, and with as loose as we are on the very start, it's gonna be a challenge. Gonna have to tiptoe for a bit, but we'll be happy. I mean, I'd say we're happy with the top 10, but we're usually shooting for a top 5 or better as a goal. But we'll take what we can get. Just don't have to beat ourselves here. It's a long race, and anything can happen.
Most definitely. And yeah, I guess we'll let you get to it. Very, very great stories here from this track. I think it gives a little bit more insight to what has kind of happened over the years here at New Hampshire. Of
Well,
course.
so here's one more funny story, Emerson.
Mhm.
So when I went here in 2017, I was standing next to someone who's in this league with us, and I didn't know him at the time, and it's not in here right now, but one of the heck's his name? Daniel Japonski.
Ah.
Yeah, him and I and his dad were at the Harvick Holler waiting to get autographs, and actually ended up meeting him, or didn't know that I met him, but that was him. And then Scooby was also there the same year working on the infield, so I probably walked past him a handful of times, and we just didn't know each other.
I was gonna say you're relatively new to the league as a whole. I was gonna say, have you met up with anybody? But that would answer that, yeah.
No, we haven't. But yeah, last year was my first full season with you guys, and planning on making it many more.
Right on. Well, you're definitely a great sport and a huge support to what got this league up off the ground when we made the transition to iRacing. So, of course, many thanks to you in that regard. And, of course, the Pole Award is representative of your company and all that. The smallest token we can do, for how much support you've given many drivers into this league. And then just on track, you're so much fun to watch, and some great intense battles, especially last week at Bristol. Those were fun. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Emerson. That really does mean a lot. And over here at the Outlaw Sim Series, we truly are one big dysfunctional family at times, but we are one big family, so we take care of each other.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That being said, we'll let you get to it. Hopefully we see you move up the practice boards a little bit, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side of this.
Hey, thank you, Emerson.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 75, Andrew Pratt. I know this is going to be a good one. We have a lot of his supporters in the broadcast chat weekly. And driver number 89, Kevin Thompson, you got me?
So I got you.
Right on. So, how would you grade your season thus far? You've been in the mid pack, but you've been showing glimmers of speed and getting up there and mixing it up, especially at the plate track, getting up front and duking it out with some of the big dogs. How would you grade your season thus far through 10 races?
From right now, probably a 7. I'm just trying to get used to iRacing still. Learning the tracks on this sim and trying not to burn my tires.
Yeah, that is huge factors when it comes to especially racing like a mile and a halves and short tracks. Tires are everything. And yeah, I'm sure you've experienced that. So right now 15 on the charts. What are you expecting out of yourself and out of the car here at New Hampshire? What would you leave today's race feeling content with?
Building on last week, top 10, just stay out of trouble and bring my car to the finish in one piece.
Can't argue with that. Yeah, that would be great. Let's see. So you have a lot of supporters that in the chat week in and week out. Who do they? If you know who exactly is watching, what do they mean to you? And does that kind of add any more influence when it comes to like on track action? Like, do you feel more motivated because of your supporters?
Oh yeah, that's my father, and he watches every race, and it means a lot to me just seeing that I have support, and hopefully I can get him a win one day.
That would be epic. I know you bring a lot of support into the league as well, and every little bit helps the league in general, gets the numbers up, which gets us more exposure on all the media platforms, and it is a great series here, and you're definitely part of it. What is what has been the competition been like this season around you? Have you been raced clean or hard, or what would you take away from this point of the season? Because we've hit all kinds of tracks.
Oh yeah, it's been good, very good clean racing. The league's very sharp and very hard racing between everybody and a lot of fast people.
Right on. So we got Legacy, Michigan coming up, and then a couple short tracks, and then the road course in Montreal coming up also later in the schedule. What kind of track most suits your driving style? And of those, of those tracks coming up, what are you most looking forward to on the schedule?
I'm half a mile and a mile and a half and short tracks. Not that good right now on road courses on here, but if it comes down like tracks that you have to let off and finesse the gas, I'm real good at.
Oh yeah, we do actually. We have Chicagoland before Montreal. Forgot to mention that, and Kansas right afterwards. So 2 good tracks for you, Ven. We should definitely be watching out and watching out tonight. Any more juice left in that tank for that 89? And what do you kind of expect yourself when it comes down to the end of the race?
Staying out of trouble and making it to the finish. I know a couple of races this year that I messed myself up by speeding on pit road or spinning out off of pit road. I'm just trying to come to the end of the race clean and not mess myself up.
Right on. Well, we will let you get to it. Let you continue working on that car, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side of it.
All right, thank you.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 89, and we got somebody else to talk to. One of the hot rookies in the league, driver number 8, Landon. You got me?
Yeah, sorry, I was just telling my crew chief to get me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How's it going?
It's going great up here. How about you? Third on the charts. How you feeling?
Tight, loose, even tighter.
That makes sense here.
It's a crazy setup. I can tell you that.
Oh, no doubt. Oh man, these Xfinity cars, they're tough. They're always
Yeah.
so tight, and then a track like this where it's flat and slick, they get loose too, and it must be fun. You have a lot of experience on the sim. Any of that come into play when you come to a track like New Hampshire?
Definitely. I mean, it just the loose off is a big key. Just because experience of these things are loose on long runs when you go to tracks like Texas and Vegas and Kansas. So it definitely helps when you're going off the corner. So I think it's a little advantage, but we'll see.
Right on. So last week you had a little run-in. What did you see from your point of view and all that? And I guess go ahead to describe it to us, because we didn't really get much of that on the broadcast.
Well, I made a mistake. I thought somebody was wrecking in front of me, and I switched lanes before the start-finish line, and it really just put me in a bad position. And before that race, I did a stupid move. I didn't pit, and it just screwed me over. But I had a conflict with one of the drivers. I mean, I was holding my pace. I know I was a lap down, but I was holding my pace, and he smacked the wall, and he got out of shape, and I passed him, but ended up getting blamed for running into him and all that crap. So I got dumped for it. But, I'm coming into this week, a brand new race. Not going to do anything stupid.
I was just about to ask, what are your steps to kind of putting that past you and moving forward, because you do have a lot of pace week in and week out.
Yeah, just got to run my own race. I mean, I said it last week. It's just you can't get involved in anybody else's messes. And that's exactly what I did. I mean, some people take it differently when, a lap car's racing you, and I understand that. But usually half of the time the lap cars are slow. But I feel like I was definitely holding my pace. But like I said, I'm not gonna take anything serious right now. It's second race in. There's no point. Don't want to hold grudges on anybody. So.
Right on. I think that's an excellent mindset coming into today. Where, again, I've said it a few times already, you're third on the practice charts. What's the result we're expecting out of this 8 car? What would you leave today being happy with?
Top 10, honestly. With the way this track is, yeah, definitely take a top 10, get those points, make up for last week. Definitely be happy.
Right on. So I expect to be talking to you on the far side of this, but best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we are talking to you on the far side of it, and yeah. Well, it'll be fun to watch that number 8 car tonight, won't it?
I appreciate it, Emerson. I appreciate everything you do up in the booth, and it's just, you're awesome week in, week out, so keep it up.
Thank you. That means a lot, that to have all the drivers support when it comes to this, because it is tough, and y'all enjoying it and being very appreciative of it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, of course, buddy.
Right on. So that was driver number 8, Landon Cardillo, and Let's see, Mike is muted there. So we'll leave that alone. As practice comes to a close, we'll be right back. Take a quick little break, and we'll be right back to the action here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. A fun track tonight. 3.5 minutes left to practice. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, race fans, to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Racing for lobster tonight at the Magic Mile. Fun night it'll be. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at the, oh, no, we don't have practice results. Never mind. I was going to show you all practice results. Those, not up yet. So, anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll get to qualifying coverage here. Let's get to it. Who do we have on the track? This is, we got Max Service on the track. Let's see, kind of a lap time he's going to put on for us. Max Service working his way around. Max Service's first lap time is going to be a 31:57. And we're going to have times on the board now. Oh no, we don't have time. Max Service, though, he does not improve on his first time. He'll go second quickest. Well, let's take a look at who we can find. Oh, Schumacher just went fourth quickest. As he's done a donut. Jason Miz coming off the pit lane. There we go. We got times now scrolling across your screen. Here comes Jason Miz to start his final timed lap. And now 5 times on the board. As we'll let the qualifying times roll in. Jason Miz, James Gilliard, Kyle Lingerfeld, Brandon Richardson, and Adam Gardner all on track. Jason Miz sets the 6th time, and he will go 5th quickest for Jason Miz. We'll catch up with Garrett Velzy coming off the pit lane. Actually, Kyle Lingerfeld on a nice little lap. That's he's going on right now. Lingerfeld now starts. Actually, no, that first lap puts him 5th quickest. Josh McClune now getting ready to start a lap. McClune works his way through turns 3 and 4. The making that turns 3 and 4 has, it is wicked. Lost our graphics for a moment, but James Gilliard goes 6th quickest over Kyle Lingerfeld. Schumacher 8th, Brandon Richardson 9th. Still watching Josh McClune. McClune, he will go 3rd quickest for Josh McClune. Nice job for Josh. So, see Adam Gardner, his first lap puts him 11th. We're looking around. We'll see where Adam Gardner ends up. Gardner goes, stay 12th quickest, but Kevin Thompson goes 13th. Let's see if we can catch up with Tyler Markle on a timed lap here. Dan Park goes 8th quickest. You see that on the ticker. Tyler Markle will come around and he will go 8th quickest. Tyler Markle still got another lap to go. Oh, how about fan favorite Seth Berger coming off the pit lane? And that car That car is sponsored by Mad Dog Trains, and Seth was telling me about this before the broadcast. And Mad Dog Trains builds model parts for people to make mini train displays, like the crossing railroad lights, and all that. So if you're into making model trains, go ahead and check out Mad Dog Trains. I know that that the owner of this company tunes into our broadcast weekly, and they appreciate the shout out. Of course, Seth Berger should have no problem getting that car on screen, as it's on screen right now, but he's a fast driver. Should not have a problem seeing this car up front. That nice black and yellow livery on that 77. Still rocking the retro car number. I like that. I like that a lot. Seth Berger's first lap puts him 6th quickest, a 31.455. Andrew Pratt starting his first time lap here in Benjamin Park. Also coming around on a first time lap. Ben Park goes 7th quickest, while Seth Berger goes 3rd quickest. For Seth Berger, Andrew Pratt goes 16th quickest. Still drivers on timed laps here, Benjamin Park. Benjamin Park, he'll go 7th quickest. Not bad for his second start on the season. Andrew Pratt will go 4th quickest. What a drive from Andrew Pratt. Not so much time is left in qualifying. We await the clock to run down. And Dan Park had an off-track excursion here in qualifying. Let's see if we can take a look at it. Maybe it won't let us. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Dan Park. Out of Indiana. You get loose off of turn 2? Yeah, that's easy to do. Oh, big impact. Now that can happen. That can happen. Just got back going again, and how about that? New Hampshire Motor Speedway, live, free, and race. Main entrance pylon there, getting a nice look at the back straightaway. And nobody else looks like they're going to head onto the track, which means Malenko is going to win the Pratt, Tile, and Stone Pole Award. And Pratt, Tile, and Stone, of course, showing all your tiling needs since 2003. And Malenko wins the pole with a 31-25 over Landon Cardulo's 31-63. Seth Berger's 31-12. As we get ready to get to work here, time will expire on the session. Starting orders going across your screen. We'll try to get our starting grid going on for you all. Checkered flag will fly on the session, and we had 18 times take place here. Oh, now we have access to qualifying results. That's funny. But let's go ahead and go through our starting lineup. And of course, well, it's a little inverted. They should be flipped. We'll make sure we'll get that flipped for next week. But anyway, Malenko will start on pole. And to his, well, right side, that shows left on your screen. I guess this would be facing on the TV. But to his right side, we'll have Landon Cardullo. Row 2, we'll have Seth Berger and Andrew Pratt. Row number 3, we'll have Josh McClune and Max Service. Row 4, Jeremiah Stutzman and Benjamin Park. Row number 5, Andrew St. Cyr and James Gilliard. Row 6 will have Tyler Markle and Daniel Park. Row number 7 will have Jason Miz and Kyle Lingerfeld. Row number 8, Adrian Schumacher and Kevin Thompson. Row number 9, Brandon Richardson and Adam Gardner. Row 10 will have Eric Peck and Devin Smith. Row number 11, Doug Solms, Garrett Velzy. And that's going to run out the grid today. As we get ready to go racing, let's take a look at some of our race info here, and it's presented by EWR, the Outlaws Sim Series at New Hampshire. See, it's an oval, 1.03 mile oval, 104 degrees the track temp. We're in Loudon, New Hampshire, and it's at 486 feet altitude, 486 feet above sea level. Some of your weather down the right-hand side, of course, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. The air temp, 38% humidity, partially cloudy with 10 miles per hour worth of wind. Tonight's race details, it'll be 215 laps around the Magic Mile. All these cars have 75% fuel load, 6 sets of tires, no faster pairs, and unlimited overtime attempts. I guess for those who want it, we can go ahead and show some practice results for you. There's some practice results after this session's practice. Malinka won practice over Max Service, Seth Berger, Landon Cardullo, Kyle Lagerfeld. Those are some drivers to look out for. And, well, it's time to get to racing. And how about Malinka? Row 1 with Landon Cardullo. It's going to be fun tonight. A lot of pink cars for breast cancer awareness, and that means it's a lot of nice liveries. You see Landon with the pink highlights and Malinka with the pink base. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. 215 circuits around the Magic Mile. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car pulls off into the safety of pit lane, and we are green from New Hampshire. Up the inside, looks Seth Berger. Cardullo wants to go to the outside. Malinka under attack. Down the backstretch we go for the first time tonight. Cardullo still trying to fend on that outside around Seth Berger as well. Berger fights to the inside. They get lined up. Kristen Berger says, go Seth. Go Berger, number 77. Sean Thompson says, good luck to all. Bring home a good run, Kevin Thompson, son, number 89. And Landon says, go Linguini. Myself Linguini. Some contact in the back. Nothing to race concern for. Looks like we are all good. And Malinka continues to lead out in front of Cardullo. Look at what's going on back here. And oh, how about this? Benjamin Park, Adrian Schumacher, Brandon Richardson going at it for P14. I'm sorry, that's Dan Park. Benjamin Park actually out-qualified Daniel Park. Good on him, but we'll find our way back up here. Service still trying to pressure McClune for the 4th position. Working lap 3 here. And this is where the fun comes in. This is a single groove racetrack that really tends to reward patience. Patience is going to be key tonight at New Hampshire. If you're able to be patient, good on you. You'll probably find your way moving forward even better. Because if you start to get aggressive, yes, you'll move up positions, and you'll make some enemies. And you don't want to make enemies at a track where it's a one groove racetrack, and you can easily get a bump from behind and end your day. I mean, I guess you can get that really anywhere, but this track, there's only really one way to get around this place, and you don't want to make enemies, because they will have no hesitance when they come up to race with you. Back here, how about Kyle Lingerfeld working on Adrian Schumacher? This is the battle for 15th. Garrett Velzy back here as well. Jeremiah Stutzman out of Florida in that number 71 car. How about rocking that CarQuest Ford Mustang livery? He works on the front straightaway. Jeremiah Stutzman having a nice solid run. Of course, the highest driver without a win in the point standings. Andrew Pratt, back to Jeremiah Stutzman, I guess. And Andrew Pratt here in the 6th position. Again, a home game, if you will, for Andrew Pratt. Obviously out of New England. New Hampshire is in New England. He's out of Vermont. So, what a great running it'd be for Andrew Pratt to stay up here. But, I mean, look at this battle we got going on here for 4th between McClune and Max Service. Dashboard on the right hand side there to see what the speed's rocking at. And you see they're almost below 100 miles per hour if they do, and that's only going to get slower and slower. Here comes Service peeking to the inside. They continue to duke it out. They're starting to reel in Seth Berger. They're not too far behind Seth Berger. Actually, they're about a second behind. And here comes Service to the inside of McClune. Service trying to get the power down, but McClune's going to have to run on the outside. They're going to go side by side down the front straightaway. McClune still fights hard in that Combos number 18 Toyota Supra. Meanwhile, Max Service in that HendrickCars.com number 81 Chevrolet Camaro. He gets cleared of Josh McClune and Max Service's car. I mean, that is a nice livery. That, reminds me of the 51 car from Phoenix Racing Kurt Busch used to run. And what a great livery. I'm sure there's many drivers that ran that car in that livery that I am not coming to name because I don't have their names on the tip of my tip of my tongue, I'm sorry. And yeah, you can, I guess, go on me for that. But Kurt Busch is the driver I think of most when I see this livery. Well, here comes Andrew Pratt on Tyler Markle. Let's see if Pratt's going to be able to get the job done. Tyler Markle is still doing a nice job of fending off. Oh, somebody behind them was James Gilliard had a little moment there in the turn 3. All is well there. Now we got a nice little 4-car battle for position here. And yep, there it is, the battle for 8th. He'll take you for a lap around the Magic Mile. See, almost revving out going into turn 1. He's got to bring the car way down. 90 miles, 85 miles per hour, 80 miles per hour in the center corner. These cars are tight. And try to diamond the corner and straight line the exit to carry all that speed down the straightaway. 150 into turn 3, and you're going to do the same thing again. And that's what these drivers are doing 430 times today, without any overtime. There's Pratt working to the inside of Tyler Markle. Pratt continues to work on Tyler Markle's back bumper. Let's see if Pratt can find a way to get to the inside of that 42 car. On board the 75 of Andrew Pratt, and that Schluter system number 75 Ford Mustang, Lisa Pratt. Mark Berger says go. Number 77 Burger Nation, Mad Dog's Garden Railroad. Cam Williams says go get him. Seth York Jays says go get him. I'm sorry, says go number 77. We'll get back to Seth Berger in just a moment, but this battle for 8th continues to rage on, and Pratt just cannot get to the inside of Tyler Markle. It is getting tough there. Now this battle starts to grow. We got a good chunk of cars in this battle. Everybody all lined up. Actually, they'll start to gap a little bit, so this, starts to really become a battle between. Oh, here comes Pratt. At least looks like he's got the run into turn 3, but Markle, he's gonna outbrake Pratt into the corner. Side by side with these two, Marco's going to try to carry the momentum around the outside, and he'll get back clear of the 75. Oh, and Dan has gone off the track. Let's see what happened here. This is Dan Park. He just got loose off of turn 2. He holds on to it. We'll get a little bit of grass. Woo! Saw how that suspension worked, but no harm, no foul. Let's get back to racing, yeah? There we go. Took a little bit. Not entirely sure what went on there. Oh! Contact behind. And nothing alarming on my timing. I heard somebody hit the wall possibly. I think that we'll go back here. Let's see. No, not really anything. But this is the battle for the 11th position here between Andrew St. Clair and Jason Miz. Go back live with this battle. Oh, whoa, big moment for both Pratt and 24 of Jason Miz. So we're going to be starting to think here. 75% fuel load. These cars go about 100 laps or so, give or take. And so this looks like it's going to be a two-stop race where you pit at 75, 150, and then go to the end if we stay green the whole way. Oh, Marco had a problem. He's falling back. He's giving up the spot to Pratt. Let's see what happened with Tyler Markle. Pratt got to the inside of Tyler. And Tyler just went up the racetrack. Back here, Pratt is driving away from that battle, and then now becomes his 4-car battle for 9th. Miz trying to clear Tyler Markle into the corner. Markle still fights back around the outside. Oh, Miz loose. Can he hold on to it? He's going to slide back across traffic. Oh, he's going to get hit by the 33. Oh, no, Jason Miz. And the 33 of Gilliard. What happened to to Gilliard. Did he survive? He got a little bit of damage. And this will be a yellow on the speedway. So go ahead and we'll take a look at a replay here. And I mean, we saw it on broadcast, but Miz just got loose off the corner. He tried to lock it down once, kept it off the inside wall, and Gilliard nowhere to go. Man, you really do hate to see it. Here, Miz just gets loose right in front of Gilliard. Gilliard really nowhere to go. Miz slides and bam, nowhere to go. Pit lane. We got pit stops going on now. The leaders are in. So I have Malenko leading the charge down the pit lane. Doug Songs gets his lap back in. Jeremiah Stutzman wins the race off pit road. Must have done some strategy call, maybe 2 tires or a little bit less fuel. And Malenka comes out second ahead of Cardulo, Berger, and Max Service. Doug Holmes has scored with the race lead right now, but I believe he's going to come in and pit. He probably got the wave around. Let's see who we can talk to. Tom Merkel way down to running order. He probably has some damage there, so we'll see if we can hit up. We didn't talk to him actually in the practice session, so let's go ahead and talk to our. Well, he was our race leader, but currently second position right now. Malenko, how are you feeling after that first stint? I said, how are you feeling after that first stint? At the very beginning, you know, right off the initial start, you and Landon got into a little bit of a battle, and Seth Berger was trying to get to your inside, and from then on, it was kind of clear. But do you anticipate any moves like that on the restart? And with Stutzman starting ahead of you now, we're starting to your left side. What do you think went on with the 71? You thinking maybe just the 2 tires, or? I was gonna say, you know, 30 laps. That's not, you know, not a long time, but well, and I guess justified then. But let's see, did y'all get the 1 to green here? Yeah, y'all did. So we'll let you get back to it. Leading a lot of laps here early. We'll see if you can get back up front. And that was driver of the number 7, Malenko, hard at work there. And yeah, let's get to it here. I'll put the scoring back on your screen, and Jeremiah Stutzman currently does lead the field right now. And we'll see what he's able to do. From the race lead, 2 tires, the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car pulls off into the safety of pit lane. Let's get back to racing. We're racing once again for some lobster in New Hampshire. So you see Stutzman already falling back into the running order. Not a good look for Jeremiah Stutzman. So as he'll continue dropping back, Malenko did take over the race lead. And Seth Berger now looking to get up here as well. We'll fall back into the running order and see what's really going on here. And we were just talking about, we'll move on forward actually. And Stutzman really dropping like a rock. He'll get passed by Benjamin Park, who's having a nice little run in that 23 car. Benjamin is. Oh, we got a battle back here. Battles all over the place. But this battle for 12th. It's 13, but it's going to be for 12th when they get around Stutzman here. Stutzman dropping like a rock now. He'll have to fend off Tyler Markle to his outside, and 2 tires are not working out too well for him. Let's see, what place is Kevin Thompson in? Spectate Kevin Thompson. We'll do that for you. Yes, sir. Oh, Garrett Velzy up the track. 1 second. And, yeah, we'll get it up to Kevin Thompson. He's back here at 17. Whoa, I had to miss that 48. Squirrely all over the place. And Kevin Thompson, you know, it's not been a bad day for this 89 car. He's now working on trying to find a way around Dan Park and Jeremiah Stutzman. So a guarantee spot the way that Stutzman's been dropping. And Dan Park not having the day we expected out of Dan, to be quite honest. But there goes Thompson around Stutzman. Kevin Thompson right now 16th. We'll see if we can find a way around Dan Park. Try on board a little bit with Kevin Thompson, shall we? Look at how slow they go in the center of the corner. That is how you have to take this track. Ever so slightly on the throttle on corner exit. As much speed as you can into the corner. And then back down to about 90, less than 90. Almost 85 there. Straight line the exit. Get as much speed. He's going to have a great run on Dan Park here. Thompson on Park. He did not take the run. A little shocked with that one. Oh, there was a pass for second. We'll take a look at that real quick. That is not it. Pass for second here was Cardullo and Seth Berger going at it. This is Cardullo to the inside of Seth Berger into turn 1, and what a quality way to pass here. And Seth Berger's going to race him really clean, and Cardullo, he's got the speed. He'll clear him on exit there in service. We'll fall back as well. Go back live up here. And Malenko, I mean, just doing his thing. So Cardullo now tries to fend off Seth Berger. And actually, Berger now under attack from service. This can get good. Oh, Berger slides on the entry on the outside. Service to the inside. Berger's going to try to get the power down. They're going to go side by side on corner exit here. Wow, what great racing. Seth Berger on the outside, Max Service on the inside. We can interview Kevin Thompson, tell him Sea-Dog said go win this thing. We did interview him in practice, and if we get the chance to later on in the race, we'll surely get an interview with him. I'll tell him that. Great live stream. No, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been working really hard to make this as pleasing to the eye and a good product for everybody to enjoy. This battle for third continues on. Berger will try to get the best of Service down the front straightaway. 40 laps in at the Magic Mile, and these four now all lined up. And how about Adrian Schumacher up here in the 6th position? A great run for Schumacher. And you got to think, Schumacher's cup of tea is road courses. And so if Adrian Schumacher being in the mix here, this track is very tough. It's flat, very long sweeping left-handed corners. You can almost think of it as a couple corners off of a road course just back to back with one another, and it's a very skillful track to really perform here. You really need a lot of car control, and Schumacher's definitely demonstrating that. What a great run for Schumacher. The Service and Seth Berger continue to go at it. Oh, the battle back here. Oh, we'll find our way back up front. McClune under attack from Schumacher. Meanwhile, Berger and Service will continue to duke it out for third. As Cardula opens up his gap there. So he'll throw up the battle for the lead here. The Service and Berger going at it. And now Schumacher with the run to the inside of McClune. He had a little bit of a peek on corner exit. We'll see if he can get back around with it. Side by side down the back straightaway. Schumacher trying to clear McClune. And Schumacher will get clear into the top 5. What a run from Adrian Schumacher. Here comes McClune to the inside. He peeks, but Adrian Schumacher from Illinois into the top 5 on an oval. Of course, he won at Daytona, but this is a short track. And Schumacher said he's not too impressive on the ovals from what I could deduct, but a win at Road America, a win at Daytona, and now running in the top 5. He is showing he is here to play, and if he can make all the starts for the remainder of the season, he will be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. Do not count out Schumacher. He will continue to improve. So Schumacher in P5. Let's see what else we can find around the racetrack. And it's McClune right now, 6th position, under a little bit of a attack from Devin Smith. Here comes Smith on Benjamin Park for 10th. So Benjamin Park right now in the 10th position in his 2nd ever start. Had a little bit of a issue last week at Bristol. He had a run-in with the 4 of Jacob Zala, and that was pretty early in the race. I did it in Benjamin Park today. He had a lot of damage to that front end. Now Devin Smith under attack from Tyler Markle. Markle tries to make his charge up the running order. This is the battle, or the pass for 9th. St. Cyr had on Benjamin Park. He just kind of slid it in there. We'll find our way back alive. And now Park Getting passed by Devin Smith. Now under attack from Tyler Markle. Let's turn on board with Tyler Markle. Let's see how he tries to find his way around. Well, actually the battle right in front of him. Park trying to get back into it. All the way down to 86 miles per hour at the center of the corner, at the apex of the corner. Oh, and Garrett Velzy's entered the pit lane. That's not what we were looking for. Something to miss on Garrett Velzy's car. He's heading to the pit lane. Find our way back alive. Well, the Park Brothers should... Oh, somebody went off the track, actually. Oh, Ben! Had a moment there. Able to catch that. We'll find our way back live, though. And how about this battle? This is Smith on Andrew St. Cyr. Devin Smith to the inside. Trying to roll that inside on Andrew St. Cyr. And they'll find their way back in line. Devin Smith will. Tyler Markle trying to enter this battle as well. This battle for the 9th position. You see Tyler Markle there. Here comes Devin Smith. It will shoot to the inside of St. Cyr. And Devin Smith will clear Andrew St. Cyr. Tyler Markle now up here as well and into the mix. Somebody had got the wall there. I think St. Cyr actually got it there on the corner exit. And Garrett Velzy is still in the pit lane. You hate to see it. Tyler Markle now. We'll find our way back up front. Landon Cardillo's dropped off a little bit. Maybe Cardillo's been pushing a little bit on his tires here. That's who we're looking at. We'll see if Malenko is saving anything. If Berger and Service can get going here, maybe they can make a move on the 7 of Malenko. Cardillo down the back straight away. He's not losing touch to these guys. He's just... I don't know. Let's take a look at a pass that happened. And Berger to the inside of Cardillo. And Berger still sliding on the entry. This is the replay here. Wow, very, very close. Very great racing between these two. And then Max Service also got to the inside. And I'm assuming same song, second verse. Oh, and Daniel Park has crashed. Take a look at a replay here. This is Dan Park. Brother bent to his inside and he just gets loose. Spins it. Has to hold on and... That's that crashed, but he held on to it. And you hate to see it. Jeremiah Stutzman has entered the pit lane. He was dropping down the running order quickly, so now we'll see what kind of strategy Stutzman has to play to get back into this race. And Jason Miz had an off track. Right here, Miz got loose off of turn 2, spun to the inside, and oh, he got the inside wall hard. Wow, wow, wow. Big, big moment there. No, back up front. There's Stutzman coming off the pit lane. Back up front, Malenko continues to lead here at New Hampshire. And, from the battle box, but nothing will come up. Let's take a look at the lap times between himself and Berger. He's opened up the gap the last 5 laps. See, that gap staying stagnant. And lap times there, you see. Berger was faster on 55 and 57, but overall, actually Berger's been closing here. Berger's lap time faster. So Berger trying to close that gap. Berger is closing that gap. You see it there. He is closing. As leader Malenko come to lap 13 of Doug Solms. Let's find out what's going on here. Cardullo in 4th, and now this battle for 2nd. Oh, this is getting good here. See if Max Service can do anything here. We'll see. We're right on board with Max Service. We're right in car with Max Service. Is that Malenko getting bigger and bigger out the front windshield? The Seth Berger VAT gap has now really closed down. That's closed down to about a 2nd. Uh-oh. Oh, you hear Service. Right there, he's shifting. Take a look at his dashboard here, and you'll see him shift. So get down to the center of the corner. He probably won't do it here in 3 and 4, but maybe he just had a moment in 1 and 2 that he had to throw the car back into 3rd gear. We'll watch this time into turn 3. Or turn 1, I'm sorry. I'll drive it deep in there. I don't know. Maybe he just got loose. Maybe that was what he was doing. We'll see if Malenko's shifting in the center of the corner. Not really, but Seth Berger. Oh, he's not shifting either. See, he's doing himself in service. He's been gaining on Max Service. That's not what I meant. My bad there. But Malenko now encountering lap traffic. And Seth Berger, he is there. He's hunting. And there, between Berger and Service, I'm sorry, Berger and Malenko. Malenko's been losing time, up 4 tenths that last lap. Of course, they were battling with the lap car there. That driver will get out the way there. He's hunting. We'll see Seth Berger last week was very, very patient with the 7 of Malenko at Bristol. But now Seth Berger with the run off the corner, he looks to the inside. Come on, Seth, take this one. Mark Berger says, let's go, number 77. You got this, kid. Pam Williams says, happy hunting, Seth. And he is trying. He is going for it. And now we have a 3-car battle for the race lead here. Berger continues to stalk the back bumper of the 7 of Malenko. He is there, all over the back bumper of the 7 of Malenko. He's going to do this very clean, though. Right on board on the back bumper of Malenko. Now to the inside. Here comes Berger. Malenko's going to try to get the run on the exit. Berger still fights hard there on the right side of your screen, left side of the 7. He'll file back in line. Three cars under a blanket. Malenko currently leads over Seth Berger and Max Service. Oh, here comes Berger to the inside of Malenko. He's going to try to use the lap car as a pick. He slides into the corner. Malenko's going to try to keep it under control, but he slides at center of the corner. And there's a new race leader. Berger Nation, rise up, because Seth Berger's taking this lead. Now Malenko under attack from the 81 of Max Service for second. Ben Park has come down to pit lane. And Malenko's lost 2 spots in the span of 15 seconds. And Seth Berger clear to the race lead. Ben Park has left the pit lane, and this, if we went green without that first yellow, if we went green, this is where we'd expect that first round of green flag pit stops to come in. Because you got to think, with 75% fuel load, you're not going to go about the 100 laps that you're able to do on fuel. You're going to have to do about 75 laps on fuel. And that being said, when these drivers have pitted, well, let's take a look at that actually. They last pitted, 47 laps ago. You see all the stint links there. The right side of your screen. Between the 2 pit stops. And with Seth Berger in the lead, I think it's time for a little bit of crank it up. Let's get to some fun here. And we'll let the cars speak for themselves. We welcome you back, race fans, to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway V Magic Mile in New England, Loudon, New Hampshire, racing for lobster, all that jazz. And a couple things happened while we were away, or while I was off the mic at least. We weren't away actually at all because I caught all these things. Malikos came into the pit lane. He has then left. Take a look at this. That is not what. When Malco entered the pit lane and Andrew Pratt, you saw that actually on the crank it up there. Andrew Pratt pitted, and Ben Park left the pit lane. Kevin Thompson has also entered the pit lane, and Doug Solms has crashed. This is Kevin Thompson coming in. Now we'll look at Doug Solms' crash here. Catch a replay of it. This is Doug Solms heading into the pit lane. He was going slow. Oh, did he run out of gas or what happened here? Huh. But we do know Dan Park has gone off the track. He getting loose off of turn number 2. Of course, holds on to it. Dan Park out of Indiana. And unfortunately, the same thing happened for brother Ben. Ben going off the track. And coming up to Brandon Richardson, and just goes for a wild ride there. We'll see. Well, Adrian Schumacher entered the pit lane. He was up there as well. Schumacher running into top 5. And now Seth Berger, our race leader, is in. We'll actually go live and we'll catch up with Seth Berger entering the pit lane. Here comes Cardullo as well. And there goes Berger leaving the pit lane. We go live. We have Kyle Lingerfeld though in the race lead. You see McLuhan in the pit lane and Richardson. Adam Gardner's in. And Kyle Lingerfeld, he's not too far from here either. This is not his home track, but New York and not too, well, it depends, I guess, where you are in New York. But New York, I think, borders New Hampshire, if I'm not mistaken. So, not too far from this place is Lingerfeld, who's now currently in, and hands the race lead over to Devin Smith. So Devin Smith currently leads. We'll see when Smith enters the pit lane. Here comes... No, he stays out. Andrew St. Cor is in. I'll tell you, everybody who's pitted, everybody from 4th on back on scoring, so Malenko, Max Service, Seth Berger, everybody who hasn't pitted is, well, Devin Smith and Tyler Markle. That's Markle going for a lap lead here, but Devin Smith wants maybe to run this tank out. Smith stays out once again. Interesting, of course, still in the pit lane. He's now left. 22.9 seconds his stop time. Now Malenko passing Tyler Markle for position. We should see Tyler Markle maybe hit the pit lane this lap. No, James Gilliard is in. Seth Berger back to 5th. He's behind Max Service. And Malco there, the theoretical race leader, is still out there. Oh, Andrew St. Cyr is back in the pit lane. Oh, and he had to serve a pass-through penalty. Oh, man. I'm going to assume speeding was the citation. Devin Smith's still out there, though. Devin Smith is in. Just going to give the race lead back to Malenko. And Malenko now takes over the race lead. Tyler Merkel's still out here, though, even though he has yet to pit, so. Show the lap time comparison. Sorry, not the lap time comparison. Himself and Seth Berger. There you see the difference in lap time. And Delta there. Now Tyler Markle makes the left-hand turn into pit lane. And Tyler Markle is in. Seth Berger. Of course, he has the fresh. Oh, contact there! Kevin Thompson and Josh McClune. I'll take a look at this. McClune drives it in a little shallow when Thompson was trying to, I guess, turn in to follow the racing line, and bullied out of the way is Kevin Thompson, courtesy of Josh McClune. One more time. Oh, there's a pass for the lead. Actually, we'll get back to that. We'll take a look at the pass for the lead as Tyler Markle comes off the pit lane. Service dives it to the inside of Malenko. And Max Service is taking over the race lead. It's the leader, and it's to Kyle Lingerfeld. There it is. Max Service with the race lead, and now you got to think Berger on his way. Berger to the inside. So Seth Berger clears for the 7%. There is a battle going on between Lingerfeld and Stutzman. That's actually now died down a little bit. Yeah, that gap is continuing to open. Stutzman is one of the early drivers into the pit lane. Of course, remember he took the 2 tires on last yellow. So Kyle Lingerfeld there in 7th, and that tells the story right there. Max Service continues to lead. Want to make sure you know today's charity is the... Oh, actually, Dan park into the pit lane. We'll get back to that in a sorry, Benjamin park into the pit lane. We'll get back to that in a second. It's not what we were looking at. This should be it. Ben Park coming into the pit lane, and that is that. But St. Cyr's still on the pit lane, and we'll back to it. I'll wait for Ben Park to leave the pit lane, and I'll get to it. But Park possibly took some damage But don't forget today's charity, the Laps for Charity, is the Dr. Susan Love Foundation for Breast Cancer Research. Of course, continue with the theme of breast cancer awareness. You can donate to the Dr. Susan Love Foundation on our Facebook page through the donate button on the most recent posts about today's race. And we're doing this when we start the broadcast 30 minutes earlier than the race. We call it Laps for Charity, giving the charities the much needed recognition they deserve, especially in times of need like so. They're nationwide pandemic that they're maybe not getting the recognition and the support that they are normally used to getting. But now, breast cancer awareness, we're just doing our part in that regard as well. We'll have scoring back up on your screen there. Max Service continues to lead over Seth Berger and Malcolm. Taking a look at the weather real quick. I was going to do that. Nope, there it is. Well, the in-sim date is May 15th, 2020. And the in-race date, or I'm sorry, in-race time is 4:40 p.m. You see the 10-mile-per-hour wind. Oh, that's the wind degrees. I was like, what is that? Wind degrees, I'm sorry. See, 337 degrees. That's almost north. That is northwest. 85 degrees Fahrenheit. You see the air pressure. 38% humidity, partially cloudy, and track temp 99 degrees. The air temp 85. Max Service continues to do his thing around here. But you see the battle brewing a little bit. Seth Berger trying to get back into the mix. And we're back here. This is the most exciting action on the track. Are here to battle for the race lead. Max Service, Seth Berger, 100 laps in, nearing halfway in about 7 laps time. Devin Smith has gone by. Joshua McLean for the 8th position has absolutely driven away from him. Service loose there on corner exit. And Seth Berger trying to reclaim the race lead. See there, Seth Berger has been gaining on Max Service the past 2 laps. 2 laps prior, Service was faster. Where Seth Berger trying to reel him in here as we approach the halfway mark. Max Service went faster that lap. As they approach lap traffic, though, this can become an issue. So Max Service tries to put a lap on Kevin Thompson. Kevin Thompson still fights hard, but Kevin Thompson, the first car 1 lap down in the 11th position. I tell you, there's 10 cars on the lead lap now. Jeremiah Stutzman, the last car in the lead lap. Take a look at where Jeremiah Stutzman is at. And here's Max Service. Not anywhere really to hide at all. And after so many laps of running, as we approach the halfway mark, let's see here. Everybody is position-wise as Richardson goes another lap down. Everybody's car number. You see Max Service, the race leader. He's catching up to Jeremiah Stutzman. Their track map, and Seth Berger right there as well. Just kind of get a vantage point of where everybody's running. This is the hot spot, and everybody else kind of spread out around the racetrack. So battle continues. With the completion of next lap, we will be halfway through our 215 lapped event here at the Magic Mile in New Hampshire, racing for lobster. Race number 11 on the season. Max Service currently holds the race lead, but Seth Berger breathing down his neck. Jeremiah Stutzman going one lap down. Make that 9 cars on the lead lap. Here's an important pass here. Tyler Markle, before Jeremiah Stutzman went a lap down, this the pass for the free pass position. Tyler Markle around the outside. He got clear of Kevin Thompson. Max Service continues to lead there. Man, Cardullo really fell off the pace there, but here comes the battle for the lead. Berger on service, halfway at New Hampshire. I guess, oh, and another pass for the free pass position. Now Tyler Markle is the free pass position holder until Josh McClune goes a lap down. That is not the pass, but you see that going on in your background there. Now we'll look at it. Tyler Markle around the outside of Jeremiah Stutzman, just like he did to Kevin Thompson. You know why? Because Tyler Markle has the freshest tires in the field. Probably besides Benjamin Park, who's a couple laps down. Just what a pass from Tyler Markle. But here comes this battle. Seth Berger, what will he do to get around Max Service? Here comes Berger to the inside. Berger peaking with Service holds up high. Devin Smith has gone around Kyle Lingerfeld. That was reflected on scoring as well. Devin Smith on some of the fresher tires in the field as well. We'll see how long can drivers go, because those drivers, we'll take a look at the pit strategy here. You saw Smith went 62 laps on his tires, and that is possible, but most drivers went about 50 laps. Tyler Markle looks like he's going to get his lap back the hard way. You see him coming. And well, Jeremiah Stutzman has entered the pit lane. Service, can Service hold off Seth Berger through an entire round of pit stops? That would be huge to max service's progress. Seth Berger continues to log laps and try to find a way around max service. And Jeremiah Stutzman leaves the pit lane. Service drives in a little wide there. Berger stays true to his line. Berger continues to draw closer and closer to max service. He's trying his hardest. I know Berger Nation wants him to try his hardest. Jan says, go, Seth, go. Malika in the pit lane, short pitting the front two. Take a look at the pit strategy here. Maliko's in now. Actually, Maliko went about 39 laps there. And he pitted 4 laps sooner. With 100 laps to go. Is he pitting now and pitting one more time? You'd have to think. Maliko in the pit lane. How long can these two let him pit? So Eric Peck has entered and left the pit lane. Brandon Richardson has entered the pit lane. Seth Berger, he's trying, man. He's just continuing to pile on the pressure. There's not too much more he can do. I guess this is all you can ask for out of Seth Berger is pile on the pressure. Dan Park is in. Oh, Berger with the run, coming off of turn 2. Doug Solms is in the pit lane. Eric Peck is back in the pit lane. This battle on your screen continues. I think Eric Peck had a stop and go. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but Eric Peck back down to pit lane. Doug Solms still in the pit lane as well. And there goes Malika unlapping himself to the 2 leaders. That was huge. I don't know, man. Berger is trying to get to service. It's tough. But lap traffic here could play a huge role. Berger trying his heart out to get to max service's back bumper. Pam Williams says, yes, we do. Oh, big moment for Max Service. This could be the moment that Seth Berger needed. Jeremiah Stutzman enters the picture a lap down. Big moment for Max Service. Seth Berger applies the pressure. You gotta be thinking maybe these guys trying to cut a pit stop out of the race, if that's possible. Take a look at the stint links here. They're maybe gonna try to match their stint lengths. Oh, somebody's blown up! Oh, James Gilliard is blown up! No! And he's got to stay out on the track. Oh, that really hurts James Gilliard. Blowing up. Let's see what happened if we can. He was just entering the corner, just kind of let go. All that going on. You see Max Service there on the right side of your screen. He entered the pit lane as Eric Pekka has now gone off track as well. He's a little too low off of turn 2 and into the barrier. Find our way back alive, and it's because Seth Berger cannot afford to stay out much longer as Max Service unlaps himself. Seth Berger continues to lead, but by virtue of not pitting, could be in some trouble here. And we take a look at the stint lengths. He's trying to match his previous stint. Cardillo as well with Adrian Schumacher. What a run it's been for Adrian Schumacher. And Malika now into 6th position. How long does Seth Berger stay out? Let's see what's going on. I guess it's Max Service on the chase between himself and Malika. There's Malenko. Got about a straightaways gap on Service, and Service pitted quite a few laps sooner. But you look at Josh McClune here, and this kind of the battle for the free pass position as Seth Berger hits the pit lane. And Seth Berger hits the pit lane. Adrian Schumacher is in as well. Landon Cardullo is in as well. And so that's going to give the race lead to Andrew Pratt. But Seth Berger, Adrian Schumacher, Landon Cardullo all in the pit lane. Berger has a 14.8 on his pit stop. And Adam Gardner's gone off the track. Gardner hits the pit lane. Must have had trouble maybe getting down to pit speed. That's not what we were looking at. Yeah, he got the grass a little bit coming into pit lane. Cardillo has now left the pit lane as well. And Adam Gardner is still in the pits. As Andrew Pratt continues to lead, he's coming up to Landon Cardillo, who's just come off the pit lane. Malenko now the theoretical leader as Andrew Pratt continues to stay out there. Can Pratt go about 20 laps? And here comes Pratt actually now. Andrew Pratt is in. Malenko takes over the race lead. Devin Smith still has yet to pit. And Max Service is there. And Malenko's coming off of turn 2 now. Let's take a look at the stint links now. See Malenko pitted 16 laps ago. Kevin Thompson in the pit lane as well. You gotta be thinking there. Service has 9 lap fresher tires than Malenko. Both of them cannot make it without pitting one more time. So at this point, I guess Malenko is going to split the rest of the race in equal parts. And Service is going to probably try to run as long as he can and hope that the fresh tires at the end of his stints can really bring something going for him. But Devin Smith still out on track. Kyle Lingerfelt as well. And Josh McClune. Tyler Markle also still has yet to pit. Andrew St. Cyr as well. Now Malenko getting past by Andrew Pratt. Unlapping himself, Andrew Pratt is. To put 10 cars onto the lead lap. And here's the battle back here. This is St. Cyr ahead of Josh McClune. These are not a battle for. This is not a battle for position, but Andrew St. Cyr is on the lead lap now. I'm sorry, no, he's not. He's right. He's about to get lapped by McClune. Not overall. Brandon Richardson has gone off track. Take a look at this replay. 80 laps to go. And Richardson off of turn 2 gets loose and slides. And he gets back going. Seth Berger's made a crucial pass, and Kyle Lingerfelt for 4th. Lingerfelt staying out on those old tires, and that was the pass. And take a look at all the different strategies there. Malenko, Service, Berger, Schumacher. Oh, Landon Cardulo. Big moment. And he holds on to it. Woo! What a save from Landon Cardulo. Look at the stint links there, and Tyler Markle as well, as he's getting passed by Andrew Pratt. This is for position. You see there McClune out there, Lingerfelt and Smith waiting to see how long they can take those tires. You should see McClune in at any point according to his previous stint. Devin Smith might be able to take this final pit stop, but Seth Berger's now gone by for 3rd. If Devin Smith can go about 10 more laps, he might be able to make it on that final pit stop. But here comes the battle for the race lead. Service on Malenko, the Canadian. Max Service to the inside of the 7. And Eric Peck has crashed. We'll keep watching this battle for the lead as Service will clear. We'll take a look at a replay now of Eric Peck's crash. Eric Peck off of turn 4, hits the wall, and slides, smacks the wall on the front straightaway. See anybody else? Oh man, what a miss. we stay green? No yellow on the speedway for that incident. And here's the thing, we're looking to see if Devin Smith can stay out another, I want to say, yeah, he can stay out another 10 laps or so, which he did the previous stint. That would be something, but McLoone has entered the pit lane. And now Service tries to drive away from Malenko. Tyler Markle's still out there trying to cut a pit stop himself. Max Service continues to make his rounds around the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So his drivers still stay out. We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll go crank it up for you all, though. Hope you enjoy. Welcome back, race fans, to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and Devin Smith is in, about one lap shy of making it all the way to the end. I don't know. He's gonna have to really push here to save. Actually, I don't think he can make it. He's gonna have to probably pit at the end of the race with about 10 laps to go. Maybe take fuel only or something. But somewhat of a bind that Devin Smith is putting himself into. Who's also in a bind is Max Service. Under attack from the 77 of Seth Berger. Took a look at the chat while we were away on the crate. Oh, there's a crash on the back straightaway. This could be a yellow. They're still crashing. Take a look at this replay. Oh, that happened right in front of Max Service. We'll take another look at that. That was not the look we were going for. Oh, man. Dan Park, I think, came off the corner a little loose and clipped Andrew St. Cyr. Yeah, that's a tough view. But Devin Smith, he's on the lead lap. No, he's not on the lead lap. I was gonna say, Devin Smith, though, this free pass. Go back live. There's Dan Park. If I'm not mistaken, this free pass is going to go to Tyler Markle. There he goes, getting his free pass. So Tyler Markle back into this race. And I'm assuming everybody's going to come into pit here and make it a one-stop to the end. We'll take a look at the pit strategy coming in here. Yeah, the longest was Markle going 62 laps. And the leaders are in. Let's see who comes out of pit lane in the lead. Oh, somebody at the back. Oh, Seth Berger. I think he had to back up. Oh, man. The service is down and away. He'll come off, and looks like it'll be Berger second, Malico third. And then it'll be Schumacher. And Tyler Markle just took the free pass, and it'll be Pratt, then Cardulo. And Tyler Markle. Those will be the 8 drivers on the lead lap. Cardulo's going to start... Well, Markle actually will get sent to the rear for the free pass. And here comes the lapped cars in. Let's see if we can get a talk with Max Service. And I do apologize. We interviewed Malico earlier. But Malico was muted to the broadcast. I appreciate... Or I apologize there. Now let's see if we can get a word with Max Service. And there he is, driver number 81, Max Service. It has been a crazy day for you, hasn't it?
Just a little bit. I'm kind of glad I didn't get caught up in the last one, because that would, as the past weeks have shown, that would be the most me thing to do. You hate to hear it, but it is. Fortunately, that has been the story of the 81 car. First, the 100cars.com livery. What brought that to be? Just a little throwback. That's kind of that was the first paint scheme I ever took off trading paint, so I decided I'd go back to it for a little bit at least.
I see you. The driver that comes to mind when I think of that is Kurt Busch. I don't know who comes to mind for you, or...
It would be Alex Bowman.
Okay.
Huge Alex Bowman fan, so...
That makes sense. Alright, so about the race here. It's been... Well, you're coming to one to go, so just a couple questions. But the battle between you and Seth Berger, and I know Malica's been trying to get you all in strategy as well. What has that been like?
It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I hope it continues to the end. I definitely don't think I'm the fastest at any point in the run, but
I've been quick enough to stay here, but we're gonna be a little tight on gas to the end here, so it's gonna be certainly interesting.
Interesting to say the least. All right, we will let you get back to work here from the race lead on this restart. Hopefully we're talking to you on the other side of it.
All right, thank you.
And that was Max Service driver number 81 as they quickly approach the restart. Oh, they're going to delay the green here, so he won't be as in a rush. Let's take a look at what we've got here, though. So, no longer in racing. We have, oh, Malico's getting up to the outside of the pace car here. But we have Malico and Max Service row 1. We'll have Seth Berger and Adrian Schumacher row 2. We'll have Andrew Pratt and Landon Cardulo row 3. Those are the only drivers on the lead lap, because from then on, actually I would be mistaken there because we have drivers on the wave around. But Tyler Markle, the first driver of those drivers who got their lap back this caution, will be 7th. Devin Smith with the wave around 8th. Kyle Lingerfeld 9th. Josh McClune 10th. Jeremiah Stutzman 11th. And let's see. I believe that is where we stop there. But now the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car will pull off into the safety of pit lane. Max Service and Malico will lead the field back to green here at New Hampshire. Malico, a terrible restart. As Service and Berger will get clear to the race lead. How about this? Cardulo on Pratt. This for 5th. I'm sorry, that's for 4th. Cardulo's been fast, but he hasn't really been on equal strategy here now. Here comes Malico to lunge on Seth Berger. So Malico up into the 2nd position. Berger, Pratt, Cardulo all lined up behind them. I think Cardulo might have gotten the back bumper of Pratt to the inside. Goes Cardulo. Loose on the corner exit. Here comes Pratt. Oh, Malico must have gotten loose. Malico now loses the spot to Berger and... oh, Andrew St. Cor has crashed. Take a look at the replay right here. He crashed coming off of turn 4 here. We'll see if this brings out the yellow. The drivers are still at race speed. Just crashed into the infield wall, inside wall. You can see we'll go back live, and we got a lot of action brewing up here. Malico and Pratt going at it. Oh, so close. Cardulo gets to the back of Malico. And Schumacher's coming up on on Landon. This for 4th. They can make contact behind. I'm sorry, this is for 5th. Schumacher and Landon going at it. I wonder how much damage Landon has. Malico had to check up, and Cardulo went to the back of the 7. More drivers hitting the wall in the back. Service continues to lead, but Seth Berger under attack from Andrew Pratt. What a run from Andrew Pratt today. You got to see Andrew Pratt up one spot from where he started. He's going to... oh, that's Malico sending it into the inside of Andrew Pratt. This battle for 2nd continues. Dan Park has entered the pit lane. But Pratt on Seth Berger, what a battle this is. We've seen Andrew Pratt bring a lot of heart to all his on-track battles this season. But up front, this has a whole new meaning. What's up, Cody? Best commentator. I really appreciate that. Malenko tight. Malenko was tight. They're off of turn number 4. Malenko now bringing it back to Andrew Pratt for third. Here comes Malenko to shoot to the inside. Schumacher now lines this up as well. Got this 3-car battle for third. Malenko to the inside of Pratt. And there's Schumacher working his way onto the battle for third. Little window on the bottom right of your screen. Now Schumacher, as Pratt looks to be losing speed. I think he got the wall off of 4. Here comes Schumacher to the inside. In that Hot Wheels number 82 Toyota Supra up the inside of Pratt's number 75 Schluter Systems Ford Mustang. Down the backstretch we go. Schumacher. Will he clear Andrew Pratt? Schumacher will clear Pratt. Now Malenko tries to work up to the battle for the race lead. They continue to duke it out. Schumacher and Pratt do, but the battle for the lead continues now. Max Service holds the lead over Seth Berger and Malenko. And can they make it to the end? We heard from Max Service. It's going to be close. It's going to be tough for them to make it to the end. All 6 drivers technically in the battle for the lead. Actually, Pratt and Cardullo are now falling off. Pratt's been on the decline a little bit, but Adrian Schumacher joining this battle for the lead. A very pleasant sight up here. Max Service, Seth Berger, and Malenko, 3 regulars up here, but Adrian Schumacher, we don't talk much about him on the ovals. Lisa Pratt says, let's go, number 75. Mad Dog Train says, great driving, number 77. Cody says, I miss your beard. Thank you, Cody. Malenko a little tight there off of 4. He's going to fall into the clutches of Adrian Schumacher now. And now Malenko tries to play defense as well as playing offense. Top 4 lined up. Pratt trying to regain this ground on Adrian Schumacher. Schumacher to the inside. He peeks on Malenko. Malenko drives it hard on entry. 4 cars under a blanket for the race lead. Max Service doing his thing up front. Seth Berger piles on the pressure, but Malenko trying to get to Seth Berger. He doesn't want to hit him in the center of the corner there. He got close. As we work lap 168 of 215. Malenko continues to fight off. Oh, what a run from Seth Berger! He tries to get to the quarter panel of the 81. They stay single file. Schumacher's now lost a little bit of touch to Malenko. They continue fighting deeper in the pack as Devin Smith and Tyler Markle exchange spots for the 7th position. Devin Smith has long cleared Tyler Markle there. Landon Cardullo lost a little bit of touch to Pratt and the rest of the gang. Back up front, here comes Malenko on Seth Berger. Berger with the nice defense. Can he play offense here? Can he line it up? Here comes Schumacher to the inside of Schumacher. He slides. What a save from Adrian Schumacher. This is going to bring Andrew Pratt into the mix. And what a slide from Adrian Schumacher. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. I guess this is going to be the lap prior. We're going to see this all unfold. I don't think this was the right lap, but anyway. What a save from Adrian Schumacher. That was huge. But back up front, it's still a 3-car battle for the race lead, and Schumacher's going to try to close that gap. Schumacher's still got pace, even with shredding the tires on the save. Taking a look at the chat. Pam Williams says, good job. Dan says he's upset. And Jacob says, I miss you, Emerson. I miss you too, Sniper. It's glad to have you back. I saw you join the Discord earlier. Can talk a little bit after this if you're still around. But man, we got a race on our hands here at New Hampshire. You don't think of New Hampshire usually bring any action, but here comes Seth Berger to the back bumper of the 81. Oh, Malika, did he get to the back of the 77 to the inside? Now looks Seth Berger. All over the 81. He doesn't want to make the move too soon. He doesn't want to wear out his stuff. Plus, we don't know if these guys can make it to the end. They were all hardcore saving fuel on the most recent yellow. Will these drivers have to pit before the end of this race? You might see Devin Smith come out of nowhere and save the fuel to make it. But the top 4 still nose to tail. Adrian Schumacher back into the mix. Oh, Landon Cardullo has said he's lost power. Oh no, Cardullo is out of the race. No! No, Cardullo! He was fast. You hate to see it, but unfortunately it's just very similar to any kind of mechanical issue if your car. No power. For the 8 car of Landon Cardullo, and he will not win today's race at New Hampshire. The top 3 start to string out a little bit, but Service still has a lot of work to do. Again, let's take a look at the pit strategy. Of course, there was the yellow that brought all of these drivers in, and now 24 laps on that set of tires. What do you do? Do you anticipate this race going green to the end of the race? Do you split this stint in half? Of course, you have Devin Smith who had to take the wave round like Kyle Lingerfelt and Tyler Markle. Even though Markle pitted on the yellow, actually. Gotta think the longest stint out of anybody has been Devin Smith's 62 or Tyler Markle's 63 lap stints. And I don't know. We have not seen anybody go 70 laps the way that these drivers are going to have to. They're definitely hard right now, says Cody. Right on board with Seth Berger to see how he works his way around this New Hampshire Motor Speedway V Magic Mile. Max Service faster the previous 2 laps. Berger has been losing pace now. Maybe Berger was using too much of that car. Adam Gardner hits the pit lane. And Berger maybe trying to close up on service is not going to prove too well. Or Seth Berger is now saving to try to make it to the end without pitting. I highly doubt it, but it is a possibility. And once again, Seth Berger losing time. Malenko and Schumacher continue to duke it out. Jacob says you are doing so good. I'm assuming he's talking about Landon. That does hurt. It really does. Doug Solms now into frame, going another lap down. This battle box, it says the battle for third. It's really the battle for fourth that we're looking at here with Schumacher and Malenko. As Adam Gardner back into the pit lane. No, maybe he was just there on the apron, actually. I really think that was just his racing line, and they picked up that he was entering the pit lane. But this battle for third continues on as Max Service continues to gap Seth Berger for the race lead. When do these drivers make their final pit stop? If they make their final pit stop. But Adrian Schumacher, what a run it's been for him. Pulls to the left side. Side by side into turn 3. Malik with the run around the outside. He'll clear Schumacher on exit. 30 laps to go at the Magic Mile. Battle for the lead is now starting to work its way back up. Maybe Seth Berger just have to back off and cool off the tires. But huge chunks from Seth Berger. Oh, and Schumacher with the pass. No, Schumacher, a big moment. Never mind. Oh no, there's a caution on the speedway. And Jeremiah Stutzman has gone off track. Let's take a look at this replay. Oh, contact with Doug Solms. Oh, no. Oh. And that sucks for Jeremiah Stutzman. Take another look at it. I don't think Solms had any malintent with that at all. Actually, I think Stutzman just caught him at the wrong time. Now I think about it, Solms was holding his line and Stutzman was just flying on exit. He didn't want to give up any lap time, understandably, but Solms was still there. Oh, that is a tough spot. Very, very tough spot. See if we ride on board here. Oh, we weren't able to get an onboard shot there. But just once again. I hate to see it, but the caution now on the speedway. And Max Service leads, and now this answers any questions. When do you pit? Well, now everybody pits here. And this is where we get to business. Cody says, that's my man Malenko. Dumped him. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough spot. Really, really tough spot to judge. But the leaders are in. Max Service leads Seth Berger, Malenko, Schumacher, Andrew Pratt, Devin Smith, Kyle Lingerfelt, Josh McClune, and Tyler Markle into the pit lane. The race off pit lane. Schumacher's down and away. It's going to be Max Service winning over Malenko second. Seth Berger third. Adrian Schumacher fourth. Andrew Pratt. Josh McClune still in the pit lane. Tyler Markle, Kyle Lingerfeld, Devin Smith came out in between all that. I guess they are repairing damage, but I have to say with 26 laps to go, everybody making their final pit stop. Let's see if we can get a word with Seth Berger. Actually, no, Adrian Schumacher. We interviewed Seth Berger in practice, and we've talked to Malenko and Max Service today. But Adrian Schumacher has been up front a lot of the day today, and let's see if we can get a word in with Adrian Schumacher. Adrian Schumacher, you got me? Adrian, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Right on. So what a race it's been for you. I mean, this has been a huge statement race. You told me a couple weeks ago ovals aren't really your thing, and here you are. You've been in the top 5 a lot of today. How's it been, and how have you been able to do it?
I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm kind of bobbled by why I'm up here, but I don't know.
I mean, that's a perfectly good answer. What's the game plan on this restart? Restarting fourth. You've kind of been up here with the leaders most of this time. Yeah, what's your game plan?
I'm gonna try to hope the 81 goes on this restart, because the outside is obviously the preferred lane, and I just hope that I can make that work.
Right. And how was it battling with Malenko? Oh, hold on. I guess that save. You slid into turn 1, and you had to really crank that wheel to the right to keep that thing from spinning. Talk to us about that moment in the turn 1.
Yeah, I tried setting it in there, and I was accidentally adjusting my brake bias while doing that, and the rears kind of locked up. So I had to use some rally skills and pass road course like Mazda experience on that one.
Well, no doubt it came to fruition. It came to help today. Right now, you're going to be restarting fourth on that outside lane. We'll let you get back to it. It's been a pleasant surprise to see you up here. And who knows? Hopefully we're talking to you on the other side of this.
Yeah, thanks. Don't jinx me.
That was driver number 82, Adrian Schumacher. Cody said, man, let me hear Malenko. I miss him. I interviewed him earlier, and I mean, I messed up the interview on that part. That's my fault. But you know, if Malenko finishes in the top 3, you'll get to hear him. You just root on for Malenko to finish in the top 3. But Max Service right now on the outside. He deluxe the outside lane. Malenko to his inside. Row 2, Seth Berger, Adrian Schumacher. Row 3, Andrew Pratt, Devin Smith. Row 4, Kyle Lingerfelt, Josh McClune. Tyler Markle will be in P9. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car heads into the safety of pit lane. 22 laps to settle it at the Magic Mile. What a start from Schumacher. Can get it to stick. Now he's got the slot in line behind Malenko, but ahead of Seth Berger. The 3 drivers leading right now are the 3 drivers who have 2 wins on the season, each of them looking for their third, and Seth Berger trying to join and get his second. Oh, Schumacher, Seth Berger, big contact. There's going to be an accident on the front straightaway. No! No, no, no. Oh my goodness. I think I jinxed him. Oh man, let's see. He got loose and collected Seth Berger, and there was really nowhere for either of them to go. McClune got a big hit. Linger felt a big hit. Man. I don't know what to say. That is rough. Just got loose, and I mean, it sucks also for Seth Berger. He had a great run today, and he had nowhere to go. He was just battling Schumacher, and wow, I don't know what to say again. Take a look at another replay. Man, oh man. That is... It's rough. Max Service enters the pit lane. Oh no, he was on the apron. Never mind. Yeah. Which is like that. I need to chill out with that. But Lingerfeld, Seth Berger, Adrian Schumacher. Oh man, I feel so bad. Well, I know it's been asked for today, so I'll give him an interview. Kevin Thompson, I know he's been a requested one in the chat. And Kevin, do you got me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sea Dog Plays in the chat has requested that I interview you. No, I interviewed you in practice, but talk about that wreck and happening right in front of you. How'd you avoid it?
Laid on the brakes. I just laid on the brakes and just hoped that I didn't hit nothing.
That's fair enough. Well, scoring shows you in 7th position. We'll see if that refreshes here, but you're on the lead lap, and a couple cars wrecking out. Now you're in prime position. What's the game plan on this restart to maybe gain some more spots?
Probably just sit back and hopefully there's not another crash. If there is, try to miss it and just stay in the top 10.
Right on. Well, you are looking in prime position to do that. 7th position. Do you think this car is a 7th place car? And talk about the car's handling and how it's felt over the course of the long runs this race.
Oh no, this car's not a top 7 car. It's probably a top 15 car, and it's been tight all day, and my right front's been chewed up all race. And if I come out of this with a good top 5 or 10, I'll be happy.
Right. And so who are you most looking out for on this restart? Either behind you or ahead of you to maybe be aggressive. If you even really know, it's fine if you don't.
I want to say Pratt. Watch for Pratt to go for this win.
I agree with that. Andrew Pratt has brought a lot of heart to all the battles he's been a part of this season. And yeah, with 17 laps to go, wishing you the best. Hopefully we're talking to you on the other side of this.
All right, thank you.
Right on, and that was driver number 89 Ford Mustang there on your screen, Kevin Thompson. What a guy. And I know that was requested, and I know I could have done it earlier, but I decided we were talking to drivers up front at that point. But he had a great wreck avoidance there and missed a crash and was perfectly timed. And I mean, why not talk to him? But here we go. Seth Berger back into the pit lane as the iRacing.com pace car leads us around. Right now, Max Service, Malenko up front, Andrew Pratt, Josh McClune second, Devin Smith, Tyler Markle third, Kyle Lingerfelt, Kevin Thompson. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car into the safety of pit lane. Green flag back in the air, 17 laps to go. Here comes Andrew Pratt on Malenko. Kevin Thompson told us to watch out for Pratt, and he's going to try to go for a second. He's going to send it in on the 7. Pratt looking for his first win on the season. He can't get down there. Now we have Josh McClune looking for third. And Tyler Markle into the mix. He's been on an alternate strategy all day, and now Tyler Markle, he's going to take it 3 wide. To the inside. Can he hold on to it? McClune slides up. Pratt has to check up Tyler Markle. Oh, contact. Andrew Pratt gets into Josh McClune. McClune spins. And this is going to be another caution. Man, oh man. Yeah, I don't quite know what to say about that one. That one was also out just huge. Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. Josh McClune, though. Wild ride. Contact with Pratt. Almost caught Markle there. Did make contact with Markle, and around he went. Andrew Pratt, he had to check up. I mean, McClune was fending off Tyler Markle. And he had to slide up the track after Markle got to his inside. Markle was down there. And Pratt had to check up and couldn't get it checked up in time. Well. Oh, and pit lane. Nope. I thought pit lane was busy. Oh, Tyler Markle does pit. Along with Devin Smith, Kyle Lingerfelt, Andrew Pratt. You gotta think. These drivers taking fresh tires. We're gonna restart with about 10 laps to go. Who knows what we can be brought to here on this restart. A lot of cars in pit lane. Andrew Pratt, Josh McClune, Tyler Markle, Kyle Lingerfelt, Adrian Schumacher, Devin Smith. Schumacher a lap down. Pratt wins the race off of pit road. He'll start 5th. Tyler Markle 6th. I mean, Lingerfelt, Devin Smith, and Josh McClune checking the damage. He'll get it down and away. And now let's get an interview maybe with Andrew Pratt. As Jeremiah Stutzman hits the pit lane from scored in 4th position, huh? But we have now driver number 75, Andrew Pratt, and what a race it's been.
Did you see that, Emerson?
Oh
My
yeah.
God. What a race. What a race.
3 wide with Markle and McClune. What happened from your point of view on that?
3 wides, never a good idea into the corners, Emerson. Never a good idea, but whatever. My car wouldn't turn after I got hit in the right rear for whatever reason. I couldn't get it to turn, and shouldn't never let him get under me, but that's racing.
Unfortunately, that is the case. But, I mean, you had a great start whoever it was this past restart, a couple of restarts ago, you were on it with Malenko. You got a lot of heart in your battles. I've been saying that all broadcast. You, when you come to battle, you come to battle. And so now you're gonna be... Go for it.
We gotta get some different winners up there, Emerson. I'm trying to be one of them. It's just get tired of seeing the same people win every week.
I agree. You know, the more variety in winners, the better it is. I think as a product as a whole, and with fresh tires, you'll be eighth, or your score
Well,
eighth right now.
I was out of tires. I just came in and fixed my optional.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say tires will play a huge factor, but so what's the game plan then?
We'll see what we can get. I'm sure we're not done wrecking yet, so we'll kind of be careful here on the start and get what we can get. We're not going to be too greedy.
Right on. Restart. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll restart P8s, but we're at the back of the pack because of the EOL. So we'll see what we can do.
A restart with less than 10 laps to go. What are you expecting?
We're going hard, Emerson.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to it. I didn't know we were going green this time. I'm sorry, but I'll put you back down in that chat. We are racing once again from New Hampshire. And that was Andrew Pratt, driver number 75. Max Service takes the race lead and is clear on the point. The battle behind him is Malenko under attack from Tyler Markle on fresh tires. Tyler tried to get his second win on the season. What a run it's been for Tyler Markle into the wall. He's all over the 7. He's going to peek to the inside. He's loose. Here comes Kevin Thompson. Can Thompson take a podium? To the inside. He slides. 8 laps to go. And now it's going to become a 4-car battle for this third position. Malenko holding his own up front. Contact with the wall for the 42 of Tyler Markle. 7 laps to go. Devin Smith on Kevin Thompson. Vis for 4th. Lingerfeld gets around Thompson as well. Max Service has the lead, but Malenko not too far behind. Tyler Markle wants to get his second win on the season. Get up there. What a drive in on corner entry from Malenko. Markle closes the gap as well. You see the lap time history there. 6 laps to go now. 5. What can Malenko do? He gets to the NT 81. He sends him. Contact. Service tries to save it. Contact with Devin Smith. Smith goes around into Tyler Markle. He collects Kyle Lingerfeld. Big wreck on the back straightaway. Lingerfeld collects Stutzman. Oh my goodness. Well, that happened. And I don't quite know what to say. Malenko got to the left rear quarter panel of Max Service. And Service collected Markle and Lingerfeld. Big mess on the back straightaway. Oh boy. Don't quite know what to say about that one. But then, we're right on board with the 7 of Malenko. That was not the pass. This was the pass. Let's see what Malenko saw. Big mess. Yeah, I don't would say Malenko got into service. I mean, at the same time, it's very hard to pass here, but that's some contact that could have been avoided. This entire incident could have been avoided. And Malenko got an EOL for that incident. So what this does, he did cause the incident, so he's going to get the EOL. And what this does is put Josh McClune and Jeremiah Stutzman on the front row. Kevin Thompson third, Andrew Pratt fourth, Devin Smith fifth, Kyle Lingerfeld sixth, Tyler Markle seventh. The lights are off on the pace car. So this is going to be overtime. We will go at least, well, we'll go 2 laps over. We'll go 1 lap over. So our first attempt at overtime of 3. I'm sorry, no, of unlimited. I don't know why I said of 3. And we'll take a look at the chat. That's a Markle move if I've ever seen it. Mark Berger says number 77, top 3 all night, and then the crash. Cody said clean pass. And well, let's see what happens here. Josh McClune trying to get his second win on the season. Jeremiah Stutzman trying to get his first. Kevin Thompson, how amazing would it be for him to get his first? Andrew Pratt would be amazing to get his first. Devin Smith, Kyle Lingerfeld, a lot of first-time winners. Beyond Josh McClune, looking to take his second. The stack up from Jeremiah Stutzman. 2 laps to go. Stutzman got a lot of damage. Here comes Kevin Thompson. Does Thompson have anything for McClune? He sends it to the inside of the 18. He's going to hit him, and he's going to spin. And McClune's going to get hit. I think this could bring out the yellow, but Kevin Thompson to the race lead. And they're on the final lap. I'm not entirely sure what's going to be going on here. I guess they're going to go back to the moment of caution. Malenko hits Devin Smith. They hold on to it. I don't know what the scoring's going to be. They slowed down like there was a yellow when I thought it should have been. Take a look at the replay with McClune. Thompson drove it in, caught the quarter panel of McClune. And Malco got collected hard. And that was called. Should. Oh, man. I don't know how we're going to score this one. Did Malco just do a donut? What is... So we're gonna... We're kind of in a hold pattern right now. Maliko's going again. We'll be right back. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on here. Don't go away. Not entirely sure who the winner is, but we'll be back to the action when we get back to it. Well, we still await word from race control on who the winner is. The word on the word on the word from race control at the moment is that the field is frozen at the moment of yellow, and we'll take a look at that when that happens. Kevin Thompson, since he caused the yellow, will be sent to the back of the lead lap. And we'll take a look at this together. We'll see what we can see. So this is, of course, the battle there and the crash there. And so we then look to who's leading at the time the yellow flag is thrown by chat and not by iRacing, from what I understand. And with the 89 going to the rear of the lead lap for causing the accident that brought out the yellow, which is the rule. Every time an accident is caused, the caused car goes to the rear for that caution period. So it looks that Andrew Pratt is the winner. And we look further on back behind Stutzman and Lingerfelt, Devin Smith, Max Service, and Malenko. We'll continue to listen for word from race control. At the moment, it looks like Andrew Pratt could be the winner of this race. We'll be right back as we continue to hear from race control. All right, welcome back, race fans, to the Outlaw Sim Series here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The 75 of Andrew Pratt did win this race. Kyle Lingerfelt ended up coming home second. And Jeremiah Stutzman came home in third. And now we're going to see if we can get a word with our race winner, driver of the number 75, Andrew Pratt. You did it. It was a little confusing there at the end, but you did it. So what all went down? Okay, go. What all went down on that final lap from your point of view? Oh, I'm so sorry. You were
That
muted
one
to the
wreck,
broadcast.
there's
I'm so sorry. But could you
got
go
me
ahead
now?
and describe that again? Yeah. Yep, I
Yeah, it
got
was
you.
a crazy finish, Emerson. It was crazy for sure. We plugged away all night. We were definitely a top 5 car. I felt, especially in the short run, we had a lot of speed. But that one wreck in front of us, where I got clipped in the right rear by the 77 when they took each other out, I lost some turn in the corners and thought I was pretty much done there. Then I spun the 18 by accident. We had a EOL, had to go to the end of the line, and then I knew they were going to wreck again. It's just inevitable the way they were racing up there. And yeah, we survived it, Emerson. We won.
I'm
Wow.
so happy for you, and what this does for you is this gets you a win on the playoff standings. You move up for in the moment you're locked into the playoff standings, but of course you have to at least be in the top 13 of that case. But a win on the season you've been waiting so long. What does that mean for you? And then of course the playoff implications because of it.
Well, looking at the schedule for the playoffs, there's a lot of good tracks there for us. So we're definitely going to be a threat, and we're learning every week. We're getting better and better, figuring out the rhythm, figuring out what we need to do with this car as far as the brake bias and offset, because we don't really have a whole lot that we can do with the fixed setups. But yeah, we're getting better every week, getting faster, and we're going to give those guys a run for their money. We'll win it clean one of these days, and yeah, I think they need to watch out.
It's fair enough.
And
Andrew
hey, we got a different winner. We got a
Yes.
first time winner here, and
Yes.
let's hope we put on a good show for all the Outlaw fans. And I got to say thank you to Pratt Nation, my mom and dad, for watching tonight. Great to have them able to see that go down, and we'll just try and do another repeat.
I was gonna say you had your fans in the chat. Lisa Pratt's been cheering you on this whole time. She said she's so proud of you for this win. And what does that mean to you? Just to have all that support every week.
Oh, it means everything, Emerson. It's our hobby, and a lot of people don't understand what it takes to actually get somewhat decent at this, and a lot of hard work, and people invest their hard-earned money into the setups, and it just feels good for it to finally pay off and get ourselves a W. And on the board, man, we're on the board.
Yes, you are. 8th different winner in 11 races. Andrew Pratt, you're a winner in the Outlaw Sim Series. Congratulations.
Thank you. Still can't believe it. Still can't believe it.
And there he is. That was driver of the number 75, Andrew Pratt, your race winner. We're now joined with second place driver of the number 65, Kyle Lingerfeld. And Kyle, talk about that finish and what you saw in that final lap.
Oh man, that was I saw the 89 get into, I think it was the 18 for the lead in 3 and 4 coming to the white. And I could just see barely around Pratt's car. And so I knew just to go low and hope for the best. I thought for sure I saw the words caution pop up in our little text display. So as soon as me, Pratt, and Kevin all got to the line, we all checked up. Then the guys back in like 7th, 8th, 9th didn't really check up and kept going. And it just created mayhem down the back stretch into turn 3.
Right. How was the car today? Was this a second place car? I mean, you were barely on the lead lap, and then the big wreck. Well, I guess scratch all that. Talk about that big wreck you just got involved in.
Yeah, I stuff happened so fast there, and the car's already so tight and almost breaking loose on you, so you kind of don't have room to move around. And I saw it coming. I just couldn't avoid it. I know I got hit in the quarter. I don't know how bad the car was at the end. I was going to stay out and run it no matter what, but I did not have a second place car. I struggled some early, but it finally started to get the grip. I felt like I probably had a 5th to 7th place car at the end there when I finally was starting to figure it out. But I'll take a second. That's a great point today.
On the green flag runs, what was the strategy that you were going to play, and of course, how did that all play out with the yellows?
Well, unfortunately, I ended up getting stuck a lap down just from riding too early, just not pushing the car hard at all. I ended up getting myself caught behind back in like, I mean, I didn't qualify well already, so I just rode and I fell back to like 17th on this jump and drove up to second here at the end. But it was mostly just survival, trying to get through all the laps because you got to get through them all to be here.
That indeed. And another great run for you. It's starting to piece together some of the better finishes this season. What is this? What do you make of this so far this season? And what is it going to take for you looking forward in the season to get up there?
Well, hopefully the pattern continues next week and we can also do one spot better. So I'm looking forward to Legacy, Michigan, and see what we can do there. I ran well in the preseason, but just consistency. I think I finally have figured out the feel for these cars and gotten comfortable in them, and now it's starting to show. So hopefully we can continue doing that.
Right on. And then at New Hampshire, of all places, do you like this place? Do you hate it?
I don't hate it. It's pretty fun to drive. I like a track where you kind of can get loose on exit and throttle control it out, but not one of my favorites. I like my multi-groove tracks or shorter tracks, preferably.
Well, you got one done at New Hampshire. A nice podium. I know it's not the win, but second place after all that went down. I'm sure you're not gonna look this one down for a little bit. So congratulations on your second place finish, and
thank you.
Best of luck to you next week at Michigan.
Thank you, and congrats to Pratt on his first win of the season as well. Good for him.
Right on. And that was Kyle Lingerfeld, driver of the number 65. We're gonna try to get an interview with Corey or Jeremiah Stutzman. You got me?
Yeah.
Right on. So a third place finish. You're currently leading the drivers who have yet to win this season in points, and you're gonna build on that with a third place finish. But talk to us about that finish there at the end, all that you saw, and how were you able to sneak out a third by the time the caution was called?
Just by stepping in the gas. There wasn't really nothing else I could do. My car was already wrecked anyway, so I just tried to get as far as I could before they called it.
All right, the caution to 4, it's the big crash. You get involved. What did you see from your point of view, and was there any other way for you to avoid it, or were you just collected at it and there was nothing else you could have done?
Just collected in it.
Fair enough. How was the car today? I know these cars are generally tight, but the car, and then what kind of strategy did you want to play with your car, and then how did it play out with the cautions?
Horribly. I stayed out to lead some laps because I needed that point. That's pretty much all I could do because those guys were just way too fast. Then I finally got the cautions I needed at the end to get back on the lead lap. And that saved me a set of tires when I stayed out earlier, so I put that on and then got collected in that caution.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was a huge one on the back straightaway, taking out a lot of cars. So I guess now looking forward to the season. Another good finish, another good point stay. I know you've said you're not really that good at iRacing, but you are leading the drivers' standings in terms of drivers who have yet to win a race this season, and you've been up there. What is it going to take for you to get one of these dubs?
More races ending like that and getting lucky probably, or a restrictor plate race, one of the two.
Oh man, come on.
No, I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, you are stringing together some good finishes, and I mean, of course, your name's still up there in the points. That being said, what are you kind of looking forward to on the next run of races? You got Michigan and a couple short tracks, Chicago, and then the road course in Montreal. What are you looking forward to? What suits more of your style?
Probably Chicago, because I can't figure out the short tracks at all yet.
Fair enough. And yeah, what what do you think of your season thus far? 11 races in, you're coming up to the 1/3 mark. Do you think this is where you would have been this far into the season?
Without a win, yes. As far as being at higher points, I didn't see that coming.
Well, you're still up there, and you're still a name to be reckoned with. And I gotta say, I feel it's coming someday for you. I mean, you're gonna keep cracking at it, and I know who you are in terms of what you've done the previous seasons on console. I know this is a whole different thing, but a 3rd place finish today at New Hampshire, a wild one. Congratulations on the podium, and hopefully we're talking to you more this season.
All right, thank you, and good job as always.
Thank you. And that was 3rd place finisher, driver of the number 71, Jeremiah Stutzman. And yeah, wild finish. Playoff standings, that is not finalized for the time being. I can, give you the winners, and of course, I can. I'm probably just gonna have to do that verbally. And of course, we have. Oops, it's the wrong one. We have, of course, Malenko, Max Service, and Adrian Schumacher, 2 wins apiece. Then Tyler Markle, Andrew Pratt now moves up there with 1 win. He's in there in the seeding about 5th or 6th when all the points get sorted out. Josh McClune, Garrett Velzy with wins, and Jeremiah Stutzman, Devin Smith still have yet to win a race this season, but they're still 9th and 10th in the standings. Yeah, I'd show you the race results, but they're not. they're what they cross the checkered flag with. And by no means are the iRacing race results the confirmed ones, but for sure we do know at least the top 3 there. And the results actually have been written down. They're going to get updated within the iRacing service, and we will get you to clean results at the beginning of next week's broadcast, along with the updated playoff standings. And yeah, we've done our best to get the right results, and this is what we feel is right, of course. At the time of caution, the field is frozen. The cars who bring out the caution, whether it's your fault or not, the first 2 cars who bring out the yellow always go to the rear of the field. And, of course, Josh McClune with spinning, he went to the rear. And Kevin Thompson, for making the initial contact to bring out the crash, bring out the yellow, he went to the rear as well of the lead lap. And so he'll still get a good point today, but it will not be the win for Kevin Thompson. It is the win, though, for Andrew Pratt. The home track for Andrew Pratt in Vermont. We're in New Hampshire. Close enough for Andrew Pratt, I'd say. And, of course, a win is a win. And that being said, congratulations to Andrew Pratt on a huge win here at the Magic Mile. He played his cards right the way he should have. He was there at the right place at the right time, and sometimes that's what it takes to win a race. We're still going to make sure, we're not entirely sure if we're going to be racing next weekend, but our next race will be at Legacy, Michigan. Whether that be next Wednesday or the Wednesday following, tune in, make sure you see 6:30 p.m. Eastern. 7:30 p.m. Eastern will be live with the final 30 minutes of practice for Laps for Charity, and that charity of the week will be shouted out then. From all of us here at the Outlaws Sim Series, I'm Emerson Arden. You all have a good night. You all stay safe. We'll see you next time at Legacy, Michigan.